Hi, this is Monty, and this is another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. Now this is a super rare car. This is our E280 Petrol, so it's not a diesel. Most of these were sold as diesels. So it's an E280, it's a 3 litre V6 petrol. It's an Avantgarde, 2006, and it's covered 115,000 miles. Now this particular car is a 2-owner vehicle, so it was originally registered to Mercedes-Benz Walton-upon-Thames, I think it was, for about 6 months, and then the next proud owner of the car had it since then. So it was a demo originally, and then it got moved on to a private individual who was lovingly looked after the car. So he spent thousands on it, especially, you know, servicing work, etc., that type of thing. Now, not only is it rare as being an E280 in petrol, it's also a 7-seater. So really rare car. Now, if you have a look at some of my photos, you will see the 7 seats in there. Now, I have pulled all the 7 seats down, but I'll show you roughly how it's going to work. Now, the reasons why I'm holding the the camera by the registration number, please feel free to do any checks that you need to do on the car. From memory, it's got a long MOT up until July, I think, of 2019. There are no advisories on there. Yeah, you'll see the service history. Everything has been done at Mercedes-Benz prior to our ownership, everything. So it really has been looked after in terms of sort of servicing work. Look, at the end of the day, she is 12.5 years of age. It's not going to be a brand new car when you do come to have a look at it. This is the reasons we tend to do these videos. Now, the videos tend to go on for about 10 minutes long, so I do apologise. But the reasons we do it, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We tell you exactly how it is. So whether you're 2 miles away or 200 miles away, when you come to view the car, and I'll give you a more detailed view very shortly, it should be as I've described it. Now, we are all human. I might miss 1 or 2 items, but it's not done intentionally. But I just try and give you as much detail on the car as possible. Now, in terms of keys or anything like that, this particular car has only got 1 key, so there's no nasty surprises. We've only got 1 key with the vehicle. We have sent the previous customer a letter asking them if they've got the other key to hand it over. If they can, it'll be absolutely fantastic. So in terms of the spec on this car, you've got satellite navigation, or command as Mercedes-Benz call it, front and rear parking sensors, full leather interior, which the Avantgarde only came with half leather, so it's got full leather interior. What else? We've got heated seats, bi-xenon headlamps are all standard anyway on the Avantgarde, and you've got a 6-disc changer. Apart from that, you've also got a telephone pre-wiring package. So what that basically means is you can buy a Mercedes-Benz Bluetooth adapter which will slot into the armrest, and then you can connect your phone, you can use it through the command system. So I'm sure there's other bits and pieces I've just missed about the car, but it drives really well. We have spent a bit of money on it. We've put a new power steering pump on it because the old one was whining a little bit, and we've also put a new air conditioning compressor because the old one wasn't working, and the air conditioning is obviously working fine. It's super cold now. So we'll tend to start off on the driver's side. Front, you've got plenty of tread on the tyres all round. There's approximately between 5.5 and 6 millimeters of tread. Now there is some scuffs on the alloy wheels and a little bit of corrosion, but this car, in terms of mechanically, has seriously been looked after by its previous owner, and obviously we've carried that on as well. So as you can see, plenty of tread on the tyres, and then you've got more of the corrosion tends to be around the sort of wheel bolts, and a few little scuffs at the bottom there that have been touched up. Now, if I took a photograph back here, you wouldn't make any of that out. You'd look at it and go, oh, them wheels look absolutely fantastic. You turn up and you go, yeah, it's not as nice as I thought it was going to be. These are the reasons for the video. She's 12.5 years old. She's done 115,000 miles. Please do not expect a brand new car when you come down and have a look at it. Right, okay, so I'm just going to pan the camera really slowly along the side of the car. Hopefully you can try and pick up the reflections. It all looks really nice and bright. There's no great big digs, dents, anything like that. We have had our, there was a few little trolley dents that have been taken out recently by our roving dent man. Let's just go around the back. I will show you inside very shortly. And then let's just go around the back. Okay, and hopefully you can try and pick up. So I'm just going to move the camera really slowly, just so you can try and pick that up while it's trying to focus, and you can try and pick all that up. Because how many times have you gone to have a look at a car and it's nowhere near as described? So, plenty of tread on the tyres. So, there's a little bit of a mark here that's been touched up, but again, you wouldn't generally pick most of that up anyway in a photograph. And then let's just walk down the side slowly. Hopefully you can try and pick up. All looks really nice. Few little stone chips that are around the door handle area around here, but again, these have all been touched up. Let's just show you inside. Apologies, I've probably got a radio on there. So, door panels all looking really good condition. The wood here is called bird's eye maple wood trim. You've got folding mirrors, adjustment, 4 electric windows. Just have a look in there, it looks great, doesn't it? The leather looks in really good condition, considering the age. Again, it's a Mercedes-Benz. You know, if you're looking at a, you know, another car like a Vauxhall or something like that was 13 years of age, it will show a lot more signs of wear. That's all the books there and some of the service history. I'll show you that shortly. Automatic headlamps, bi-xenon headlamps. You've got headlamp wash there as well. All your controls for your radio, your volume, the phone on the steering wheel. You've got cruise control, speed limiter on here. You've got your heated seats, you've got your command navigation, you've got your dual zone air conditioning up at the top. And they have these really nice little function as well. This button on here called rest. Not a lot of people know how that actually works, but in the winter or the summertime, if you wanted to leave the car nice and cool or be warm in the winter, you can press that button. Whatever your temperature is left at, it will keep the car like that for the next 45 minutes. So the next time you get in the car, it should be nice and cool in the summer or warm in the winter. Okay, hopefully that's enough in there. Now headlining, there will be some hitches on here. Just you can see, it looks in really good condition headlining. God, I can't believe it's 7 minutes already. Apologies, I do babble on a little bit, but I like to be thorough. So rear door panels all in good condition. Now I must apologise, I am in a public park. I take all my photographs in Moat Park, and if you do see people walking past, dogs, that type of thing, running past, do apologise, but it's just because I'm in the park. Now there's not marks here, this is just the actual shadowing coming through the sun, through the trees. That's not any marks there on the seats. That looks really good for you. Okay, there's a couple of little stone chips around here. They've all been touched up. And there was 1 or 2 around the back area of the bumper, around here, around there, and around there, but nothing major. Now, I tend to go around these. They tend to have like a little black plinth around here. Unfortunately, that has started. You've got a bit of surface rust on there. There's not a great deal. I can't change it because you're going to be looking at a whole window that you're going to be replacing, and we're not going to be replacing the whole window. So let's just show you in the boot. So we've moved the seats, so the seats are not in their position at the moment, but it's really easy to do it. What you'll need to do, you really need to move that parcel shelf. That's the best thing. You need to do that anyway. And then what you'll do is you'll move one seat up like that. You've got your head restraints down here. There we go. And that converts it into a 7-seater. A couple of cup holders at the front, little map, sort of like pockets here as well. Spare wheel is all underneath here, all your tools. Locking wheel nut keys I've put out here. But you'll pop the head restraints in. Now the reason why you'll take that rear shelf out is so you can move the seats back as far as you possibly can. But all looks great in here as well. Alright, let's just scoot round to the passenger side. Again, plenty of tread. You've got some Continentals on the back. And let's just go down the side of the car, and hopefully you can try and pick up. If I move the camera really slowly, it's all really nice and bright. No nasty dents, anything like that. I mentioned the alloy wheels. This is probably about the best one. You've still got a little bit of corrosion in where the wheel nuts are, but this one had a few little scuffs at the bottom, and I think one on that spoke as well, somewhere around here. That's it, just around there. Okay, a couple of little stone chips that are along this rear wing, but again they've all been touched up. Hopefully if I just get a bit closer you can try and pick up some good reflections. There's no nasty dents, no nasty gouges, and like that. Again, just showing you the passenger side rear. Apologies, this video's now gone on over 10 minutes, but there's so much to show you on the car. It's a lovely, lovely car. As I said to you, it drives really, really well. So, oh, apologies there. So we've got full book pack. We've got, it's a 2-owner from new car. So it will show you there, one previous owner, and it was Mercedes-Benz Walton-upon-Thames. There is your MOT. Shows you when the MOT was done. We didn't actually do the MOT, it was actually done by the previous owner. You can see sort of Wandsworth, they're in that sort of area. And then there's a few invoices here. You've got some old MOTs that come with it. So a few invoices there, but this is the important one. We've got a print out from Mercedes-Benz. You're not going to see most of it, but obviously if you were here you'd have a good look at it, so I'll just put the mileages down. So you've got 19, 29, what else we got here? We've got 41 or 40, we've got another one at 52,000 miles. There was some extra work done at 52,000 miles. We've got 61,000 miles. Yes, it goes on. 70 and a half, 93 to 80, 99 to 20, 104,077, and I think this is just to do with when we got the air conditioning regassed. So lots of service history. Now these cars are normally serviced every 2 years or 18,000 miles. Now the indicator on the car saying it doesn't need a service for another 6,500 miles, but it doesn't give us in time. If it did pop up saying that it needed a service within the next 30 days or so, we will get that done for you anyway. Okay, so driver's side, passenger side front wheel. You've got a few little scuffs around there. They have been touched up, but again a little bit more corrosion inside the centre of the wheels. And then hopefully you can try and pick up the reflections there. Okay, again, I must apologise about the time it's taken me, but you know, if someone's really interested in this kind of car, they'll appreciate the time I've spent. I think there was we put a new lens on this side here. You can see the parking sensors. Now, the worst thing about any car is normally about the front end. You've got a few little stone chips on here, nothing major, absolutely nothing major, but you've got a couple that have been touched up around the front edge here, a couple there and a couple along here. Then you've got a few on the bonnet. There's one over there that's been touched up, one along here, two off. There isn't that many, there really isn't that many. So we're up to 13.5 minutes now. So I'd like to thank you very much for persevering through that video. I do apologise it's gone on for quite a while, but if you're interested in this car or anything else we've got in Motor Park Vehicles, please don't hesitate to give me a call, send me a text message, an email, and I'll always get back to every single one of my customers. Please have a read of some of our reviews on Auto Trader. They are all genuine. I do my very best to try and give customers, you know, the best quality cars, you know, for the most affordable value. You know, we didn't build this car 12.5 years ago in Germany, but we try and do our very best so the next customer has a really, really good, reliable vehicle to use with a really good warranty. So we give 6 months warranty. It's very comprehensive. We add lots of add-ons, air conditioning, emissions, suspension, etc. Anyway, thank you again and hope to speak to you soon. Bye bye.